Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Todd from NC Fit Club, and I am doing this video because I had a couple of people reach out to me on Twitter, and I knew I was going to forget it, so I made sure I had it on my phone. At MattPurvis9, hope I'm saying that right. He had sent me a video or a tweet asking me to do a video about nutrition for some of you guys that are following me, and girls that are following us on YouTube, whether it be through P90X or Asylum or Insanity or whatever. I was watching this documentary on HBO. I don't know if, for those of you that have HBO, if you haven't seen this, it's called The Weight of the Nation, and it's a 4-part series. It's a documentary that HBO did about the obesity trend and the choices that people make, and it was really interesting. I'm halfway through it, and I'm learning a lot about it. Plus, I'm talking to a lot of people, like my good buddy Dennis down in Texas, and a lot of people that really seem to know what they're talking about. I try to pick the brains of people that know more than me so I can continue to learn. And continue to improve. And one of the things that I've learned about the nutrition side of exercising is somebody like myself, if you are someone like me who lost a lot of weight, which for me was 80 pounds, and was overweight like I was, I didn't know this until I saw this documentary. People that lose weight, once they lose weight and get in shape, they have to really watch their calorie intake, because you can't go back to eating the number of calories you were, even if they're healthy calories, because you will have the tendency to gain and put that weight back on. You really have to watch your calorie intake to make sure that you're more prone, because you're more prone to go back and gain weight, which I did not know that, which makes sense because it's so hard, and that's part of the reason why it's so hard for people to maintain weight loss. And it was really staggering to me that the statistics of how many people actually are able to keep the weight off once they lose it. And I always felt like, for me, it was just the norm, because I've kept the weight off for almost, I think, 3 years now, or maybe more. And for me, it was just a lifestyle change. And they talk about, for someone like me that has to lose, that lost the weight, in order to keep it off, you have to do an hour a day, 5 to 6 days a week of intense exercise or moderate exercise, which obviously I do with P90X and Insanity and all that stuff. Whereas the person that's not having a weight issue can get away with a little bit less exercise and still maintain their weight and their caloric intake. So here's what I've been learning on the nutrition side, in addition to what I just shared with you, is that Alicia is going through this 21-day Beachbody Ultimate Reset, which is a 3-week detox, for lack of better terms, really cleansing your body. It's all natural foods, alkaline supplements, oxygen, distilled water. It's an extremely elaborate cleanse, and it basically gets you off of any preservatives, any artificial food, it's all natural. Everything you eat, you're making. So when she decided to do this detox, I decided to eat with her, but just eat more of it, because when you're doing the cleanse, you can't work out. And I obviously didn't want to stop working out, but I also wanted to try to learn how to eat healthier. So I've been eating what she eats, but eating more of it, and making sure that I up my protein, because on that cleanse, it does take you off. You do kind of wean off some of the animal proteins and stuff, which if I'm working out and trying to gain muscle, I can't do that. But we're only 4 days into it on the day that I'm shooting this video. This is like day 3 or 4. And it's amazing to me how much, I thought I ate healthy before, but how much artificial preservatives and different types of things I was consuming, now that I realize what it means to really eat natural food, fruits, vegetables. Never was a big sushi fan. She made homemade sushi with tempeh, I believe it is, lentil salad, microgreens, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. We're just, salmon, chicken, weans you off of the red meat, which I try to cut down on anyway. I don't consume a lot of dairy, but I was like, man, I feel better just these last couple of days. The first day, I felt a little lethargic, because it was kind of an adjustment period, but then as we've gone through it, she kind of felt that way too. She had more side effects, but I've started to realize, man, I feel like I'm starting to lean up a little bit. Distilled water was a trick for me. It tasted a little metallic at first, and now I'm starting to get used to it. It doesn't seem to bother me as bad. So I may start drinking distilled water, or try to on a regular basis, because it's more pure than bottled water. And just really going to try to focus on eating more natural foods and less preservatives, and like protein bars and you know, just really cutting out any kind of McDonald's or any of that stuff. Not that I was eating that stuff a lot, but I was cheating probably a little more than I wanted to. And it was kind of a wake-up moment for me about a week or so ago. I was looking at my transformation video that's on our YouTube channel from a year or so ago, and I was really lean the first time I did Asylum, and I'm looking at myself now and I'm like, man, I'm not that lean. And my wife, being my lovely wife that she is and my partner, she told me, she said, you're cheating more than you used to. You're eating more candy. You know, you go to the movies and you get more popcorn and Twizzlers, and you're doing stuff that you didn't used to do back then. And I was like, she's right. So I've really tried to buckle down. I'm trying to lean up, put on more muscle, and really get back to that lifestyle that I had. So my suggestion to you, if you're out there doing P90X or Asylum or Insanity or Turbify or whatever, reach out to us and let us help you figure out what caloric intake you need. We have a thing called a meal planner that you can use. There's a YouTube video on our channel about it that really walks you through the process of how many proteins, how many carbs, how many fats. It really tells you based off of your weight, what your goals are, exactly what your calories should be, how much protein, and it'll tell you if you're under or over. It'll print out a grocery list for you, and that's been very helpful for us. And this cleanse, I think, has really helped us because it's so specific on what you're supposed to eat. And as you start to do that, it's tricky the first couple of days. But the more you do it, the more it becomes habitual and the more it becomes part of your lifestyle, and it's a little bit easier. It's just like working out. First couple of times you work out, it sucks. You're out of shape, you're struggling, you're out of breath, your stamina's down, whatever. But the more you do it, it starts to become, your body starts to change and you start to feel better. Same thing with the nutrition side of it. So I would love to help you guys. For those of you that need help, a couple of people have reached out to me on Twitter that are hitting plateaus. One of them in particular, a guy down in Texas, I'm going to reach out to him. He and I have been trying to play phone tag, and you know, that's what it's all about. We're here to support you, we're here to help you, and we want you guys to get results. So that's, you know, follow us on this detox. If you go to our YouTube channel, if you go to ncfitclub.net, you can see a daily video of what Alicia's eating, how the cleanse is working, what it's doing for her, and just know that I'm eating the same thing, but just eating more of it and adding more protein into it. And just kind of look and just see kind of how we're adjusting things, and you can follow along with us over these next 20 days or so, and you'll kind of see the kind of stuff that we're talking about, and we'll help you out. So anyway, thanks for your time, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.